Okay, just working on my camera. Can you see me okay?
Yes, I see you.
Okay,
It's a
awesome.
little dark, but I see you.
I know. I was like, where can I move? But my dogs are like right at my feet right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sort of the problem I have here too, is the dog is taking up all the floor space.
All right. And Celine, are we still recording?
Yes, I started the recording up again.
Okay, good. All right. And looks like we should be able to begin. I said we would come back at 10 after, so it's 11 after now. So thank you, Rochelle, for coming for a second interview. And we're delighted to have you today. The process that we'll be going through is that Deborah will ask the questions. The questions have been largely contributed by staff. I think they're really great questions, and if I were staff, it's stuff I'd like to hear about. So I am really excited about that. You will have an hour to complete the questions, and there are 9 of them. So you will be able to sort of pace yourself, but Deborah will kind of let you know along the way. One of them is very pretty much yes and no, but the rest of them are essay. So we always know it's challenging to do this on the fly, but that's what we all get to do when we're looking at jobs. So Deborah, if you want to provide any additional support around that and then begin.
Yes. So, well, first off, thank you so much for your interest in the executive director position for the Human Rights Commission. As Chair Cook stated, it will be 9 questions total, and we're going to give you about 3 minutes per question. Some of them are a little long, so if you need me to repeat myself, please just let me know, and I'd be happy to do so. I will hold up this handy dandy 1-minute card to let you know. I don't want to cut you off and say you have a minute left. So I'm just going to, hold it up a little bit. And so that way you can, you basically know that you have a minute left to answer the question. Do you have any questions for me before we begin?
No, I don't. So thank you very much for having me.
All right, thanks. So first question that we have, it's kind of a 3-parter. So what experiences have you had with hiring a diverse workforce? What kinds of experience have you had in relating with colleagues whose backgrounds are different than your own? And what did you learn from those experiences?
Well, thank you so much for the question. I first wanted to begin just by introducing myself a little bit to you all. My name's Rochelle Davis, and I currently work as a senior policy advisor for Governor Inslee. And in that capacity, I have been charged with helping hiring diverse teams for the agencies that I help support as a policy advisor, as well as for within our own office. When the experience, it's often, difficult to recruit and hire diverse talent, especially in institutions like government, which have historically disproportionately disadvantaged diverse communities. And so one of the key components, I think, to building a diverse team is making sure people feel a sense of belonging, as well as a sense of inclusion. And I think belonging and inclusion are definitely different issues. Belonging is about making sure that folks feel like they're actually part of the team, and that they're able to contribute, and that their experiences are valued. I think that's one of the most important attributes to building a strong team is investing in the individuals who are part of the organization and the team. Uh, you also asked me about my experience of working with colleagues who are diverse from me. So part of my portfolio in the governor's office has been centered on DEI issues, diversity, equity, and inclusion. And part of that means I'm doing significant outreach with communities that are diverse. So as part of my portfolio, I work with all of the 3 ethnic commissions, the Commission on African American Affairs, the Commission on Asian Pacific American Affairs, as well as the Commission on Hispanic Affairs. In addition, I have the LGBTQ Commission and the Women's Commission. And as part of that work, I'm doing lots of outreach with stakeholders who belong to those communities. In addition, I wanted to also point out that I have worked significantly with religious minorities. Oh, I see 1 minute mark. Thank you. I've worked quite a bit with folks who are religious minorities as part of my outreach as well. We know that there's been a significant rise in hate crimes across the state targeting religious minorities. So the Muslim, the Sikh, even the Catholic communities in Washington have been targeted. And so I've done an extensive amount of outreach with those communities. And what have I learned is that I feel like I do very well with diverse communities. I thrive in diverse communities as a Black woman. This is where I feel most at home with people who are different from me. It's a learning opportunity for myself. I wanted to share with you all that I have traveled to over 50 countries, and learning about new cultures and communities is something that is very personal to me and something I enjoy doing. So thank you, Deborah.
Thank you. I just noticed that the 1 minute paper kind of blanks out. So as long as you see me, distorted or whatever, that's just me holding it up. So question 2, please describe your leadership style. Have you ever had complaints from subordinates regarding your leadership style? And if yes, how did you address their concerns?